Republicans in D.C. are trying to seal the deal on an overhaul of tax laws. The president is hopeful the bill could be on his desk before Christmas. Our Samantha-Jo Roth is standing by with details. Hi, Samantha-Jo.
Well, hey, Kristen, Republicans are moving full speed ahead with this tax bill. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is in conference committee to iron out the discrepancies between the House and Senate versions of this bill. Now, we are hearing that a final version of this bill could be released tomorrow. And now we're getting an idea of what this final bill is going to look like in its final form. Now, it appears that there will be a slightly higher corporate tax rate of 21%. And that is rather than the 20% in the legislation that passed both chambers. A lower top individual tax rate of 37% for the wealthiest Americans who currently pay 39.6%. However, the bill will still scale back some very popular tax breaks, including the state and local tax deduction and the deductibility of the mortgage interest, which is very important, obviously, to New Yorkers. Now, as of now, grad students may be able to breathe a sigh of relief. The bill is not expected to include the House's graduate student tax, which would have taxed tuition waivers for graduate students like normal income. Now, the House had proposed eliminating these medical cost deductions, but that also sounds unlikely at this point. Now, I had a chance to speak to two lawmakers who are deeply involved in this process. One is a Republican, one is a Democrat. They obviously have very different views. Now, take a listen to what they had to say.
This is a rare time where the House bill and the Senate bill are improved, in the final product between the two is better than either one going into the conference. So I'm very happy that we have a permanent corporate rate, which makes us much more competitive around the globe.
I expect to be able to see it at 10 o'clock on Friday when it will be presented as take it or leave it to sign on to the Republican partisan bill. Meanwhile, all we're getting today and until that time are leaks from the Republicans of any of the sharp edges on their bill that they softened a little bit.
Now, Democratic Congressman Lloyd Doggett is certainly not alone in his feelings. A lot of Democrats here really feel like they have not been involved in this process, that this isn't your typical schoolhouse rock, where a lot of this crafting of this legislation is happening behind closed doors, and they're really speaking out about that. Now, we are getting word right now that Florida Senator Marco Rubio may be a no on this bill because he would like to see the child tax credit expanded. Now, if Marco Rubio votes no, Senator Bob Corker votes no, this bill will not be able to pass. So we need to keep an eye on those votes for you. The House was expected to vote on this possibly on Wednesday, the Senate on Tuesday. However, we're going to keep an eye on all of this for you for the latest. Sending it back to you, Kristen.
All right, a lot happening there. Thanks so much, Samantha-Jo.